Hi guys, in this video as I promised, I want to talk about your paper. So basically you have two important deadlines. The first one is on February 21st, where you are going to submit your term paper topics to me for my approval. And then our term paper is due Friday, April 22nd. This is the only deadline which is not on a Monday. It's on a Friday. I will remind you, of course, 100 times when we're getting closer, but just mark your calendars. The deadline is not on a Monday for the paper. It's on Friday. This is the only time that you basically have a Friday deadline. All the other deadlines are all on Monday, okay? So let's see how basically you can choose your topic, okay? So for the February 21st that your term paper is due, basically I want you guys to write your topic on a Word file, okay, with your name, your course number, your section number, and basically I want you guys to tell me the research question that you are going to answer throughout your paper, okay? So to basically learn about macro topics, I definitely encourage you to watch news, look at the textbook, start looking at chapter 6 till the end of the textbook. Those are all macroeconomic topics. But remember, as we also discussed it in chapter 1, macro topics are those topics that basically are discussing a country's economy, a nation's economy. So anything that is related to an economy of a country is a macro topic. And you should not necessarily write about US economy. You can write about other countries' economy. That's absolutely okay. Those are all macro topics. So let me just give you some of the examples of macro topic that we have. So nowadays, we are talking about pandemic, we're talking about recession, we're talking about prices, we're talking about unemployment rate. These are all macroeconomic topics. Anything that is related to an economy of a country is a macroeconomic topic. So you can write about the government, how the government is taking actions to deal with recession and pandemic. How the Federal Reserve as a central bank is dealing with recession. These are all macroeconomic topics, and these are the topics that actually we are also going to discuss. Economic growth is another macroeconomic topic that you can think about. I want you guys to basically pick a topic that interests you, because you are the one who is going to write about it. I want you guys to write about a topic that you can find the stuff about it online or in the textbook, in the library. Don't pick a very big topic that you cannot finish it at the end. So that's why I want to see your topics on February 21st. And your submission for your paper, for your topic, has 10 points, and then 90 points will go to your paper that you are going to submit on April 22nd. Okay, so 10 plus 90, 100, that will be your term paper total point for the term paper. And the term paper has 20% of your total grade. So definitely put a lot of effort to get that 20%, okay? So for the deadline we have in February, the only thing I need from you is your name, section number, your course number, and then your research question or your topic. For topic, don't just write down, I don't know, pandemic. That's not a topic. What aspect of pandemic you are going to write about? Have a research question, something that you are going to basically discuss and answer in your paper. So you can write about a macroeconomic issue, macroeconomic problem, provide solution for it, or you can just discuss a macroeconomic topic of your choice, okay? That's it for your topic. As soon as you are done with posting your topics, and when the deadline hits, I start going, I start reading your papers, and then you will receive a feedback from me. So there is no right or wrong when it comes to your topics when you're submitting it. Do it to get that 10 points. Even if your topic is wrong, I will reach out to you and I will tell you, okay, thank you, you submitted your paper, your topic. Here is your 10 point, but there is something wrong with your topic. Let's fix it together, okay? As soon as you have my approval for your paper, then you are good to go. You can work on your paper. You can look into the news. You can definitely check out our library. There are tons of economic journals that you can basically find and use to write your paper. Remember that for your paper should be Mla format. If you're not familiar with that, Google it. If you also go to D2L and click on the content tab, I created a folder that is called term paper. If you click on that, I also post the sample of MLA format, so you can basically tell how you can see how it looks like. So basically, you need to have a topic introduction, and then you're going to discuss your discussion. That will be your main part of your paper, where you are going to write down your analysis about your topic, and then you have a conclusion, and then you have your references or your citation. You need to have at least five resources when you are writing your paper. Your sources should be scientific. What I mean by that is YouTube is not a scientific source. Investopedia, some instructors might approve Investopedia. I do not, because I can sometimes see wrong information even in Investopedia. So that is not actually a good source for you to use. Try to use textbook. You try to use economic journals, news, reliable news, okay, when you write your paper. So you need at least 5 scientific sources. The main part of your paper is your argument or your discussion, where you are writing your analysis about your topic. So you have to use economic language when you are using it. You need to have data to back up your discussion. You need to have charts, if possible, graphs, if possible, definitely data, because this is a macro topic, macroeconomic class. So for any macro topic, you can definitely find data. For micro, sometimes you can, sometimes you cannot, but for macro, definitely you can find data, you can find charts, graphs, so put them in your paper. And as I said, since you're writing it at the end of the semester, you should be able to use some economic terminologies, economic language in your paper. Try not to write your paper based on your opinion. That's not a scientific paper looks like. You can add your opinion toward the end of your discussion, but the main part should be just scientific, neutral kind of discussion, because you are looking into a macroeconomic problem, and then you're or macroeconomic topic, and then you're trying to explain it, providing some sort of solutions and so forth. Okay, so you can definitely add your opinion, especially for the solution part, if you're discussing a macroeconomic problem, but it should not dominate your paper, if it makes sense. Okay. What else? You can check out the syllabus for the rubric and see basically how I'm going to grade your paper, what I'm expecting basically to see, but I definitely want to see economic language, data, graphs. If you're using tables or graphs or charts, make sure that you explain them. Don't just copy it. But you are not, by the way, you should not come up with your own graphs. That's not the point of this project. You are going to use whatever you're finding in your resources, okay? So you can copy and paste from them, but make sure that you explain them to me. Just don't drop charts and diagrams for me. Explain them to me. I want to see that you understood that. I always tell my students that I enjoy enjoy reading your papers. I love reading your papers. I learn a lot from your papers, and sometimes I come up with the topics that I didn't think about them. So that's the part that I really enjoy. I enjoy working with you guys, of course. I enjoy teaching, but I also enjoy learning from you, and I can see how you think as a person who is taking a macroeconomic class. Okay, it tells a lot of your paper about your way of thinking. Please let me know if you have any question. Definitely read the syllabus to learn more about the papers, about the requirements in terms of wording, let's say, the format of the paper, and let me know if you have any questions. Until next time.